Hi everyone, this is Brad from Board Game Geek. I'm here with Ryan Lesser, the designer of High Heavens, I'm sorry. And it's a project that was kickstarted, is in production now. Can you give us a quick rundown on how the game is played?
Sure. The game starts off with nothing on the board, and you have a hand of 5 cards. And within your hand, there's 2 types of cards, which is basically God cards and divine power cards. And over the course of your turn, you use your 3 actions to play gods to the board, or to play powers, or to do attacks and damage. And what starts as sort of a card game, you wind up playing those gods out, and it becomes a tactical board game. And here I have all prototype parts. Like you said, everything's in production right now. But the game actually comes with miniatures for both the Greek and the Norse gods. And these pantheons of gods battle it out on the board. The new Kickstarter that we just did also brought in Egyptian gods. So there's an entire Egyptian pantheon as well now.
And I see that it looks like maybe height is, or how high you are in the air is important. Can you explain a little about that? That seems really cool and really visual.
Yeah, so I'm a video game creator by profession, and I wanted to try and bring some of the things that I learned about making video games into my board game. So one of them is these chips. So these chips, the red ones, for example, represent health. So the more red chips that a god has, so for example, if Horus was here and he had all those red chips, you could tell immediately how healthy he is compared to, say, this god, Athena. You can see that she has much fewer red chips. However, she has a bunch of silver chips on her. Silver chips act as armor. Orange chips act as attack bonuses. Green chips are poison. So there's all these different ways that you can use these chips to show what's going on with every single god on the board without referencing a large table of data. You just look at the board and you know what's going on. So you can move these gods around and start doing independent attacks, and those attacks take away hit points. And of course, you know, if you are new to the game, you can use the cards to just show you what the stats are of the god. So for example, Lukie starts with 8 health. He moves 4, he has a range of 2, and you can see he has 2 melee power and 0 range power. So that's what your god can do. And every god is unique and based heavily on their mythology, not only in their stats, but also in their special abilities. So like if you look at Thor, for example, not only are their physiques based on the mythological descriptions of them, but their actual abilities show sort of how they are in mythology, where they're strong, where they're weak, and then their special powers are very closely linked to their mythology. So Thor can throw his hammer, Mjolnir, for extra damage, whereas Lukie can shapeshift and add a +1 to any ability of his over the course of a single turn, then change it again the next turn. And that goes for everyone. Like, for another example, Athena, she comes onto the board. When you invoke her to the board, she comes on with 2 armor chips, because in mythology she was born fully grown and fully armed.
Very cool. So if we missed the Kickstarter, is there ways that we can get our hands on the game when it's available?
Yeah, so we're in the final months of manufacturing, but on my website, which is highheavensgame.com, you can sign up for pre-order, and you'll be able to get emails from me when the pre-order opens up, and there will, all the information you need will be up there. And of course, you can track all of the progress on Kickstarter. I make all my updates public so everyone can see them.
Awesome. It looks really cool, and I love how you've brought video game sensibilities to board game design. That's really awesome and something I appreciate. So,
yeah,
thank you.
Thanks.